Hi, welcome to not a reaction, or possibly the worst reaction. I don't know. I can't tell you. I was thinking of some things in my head, but I didn't want to think of them too long because I'm not trying to read from a script or have something pre-calculated, even though I do have an idea of what I was going to say, because I have to, and you'll know immediately. One, I have boondoggled you. I think that's the meaning of boondoggle. I have taken advantage of you for this reaction. I have stereotyped you, and I believe that most of you will be patient people and probably decently old people, however you want to categorize old, but you're probably oldish-ish. I have been recently made aware of an extremely dire medical condition. I would dare say terminal, but life itself is terminal. It's not me. If it was me, I would tell you exactly what it was. But it's not me, so I'm not at liberty to tell you that. I can't share you that information. But what does that have to do with the reaction video? What does that have to do with any of this at all? Is I have to remind myself that my favorite thing about music, and the reason why I've turned to it so much over, oh shit, how many years now? 30? Has it been 30 years of doing, not reaction videos, but doing music? It's probably not 30, it's like 20, 27. I don't want to over exaggerate. But music takes me away from the current things that are going. Sometimes, sometimes you're sad and music, helps you with your sadness, or you're joyful and it takes you along with the joy. But very typically for me, music takes me away from where I currently am and lets me be somewhere else for a small period of time. And talk about a small period of time, this is a TikTok video, so it's going to be probably 1 minute. So talk about like not a fulfilling video, right? We're not listening to 4 minutes and me breaking down 4 minutes of music. It's just an avenue to escape. That's it. If I had permission to tell you more, I would tell you more. When I do get permission to tell you more, I will tell you more in case you are curious. But sometimes I get caught up in this stuff and I think that like, oh, I gotta watch a video and then do something everybody likes, and it's, man, that's not music. That's not what music is about. And even reactions, they've gotten so conflated. It's like, it should be about listening to music and enjoying it and what your actual thoughts are. And in many ways, reaction videos have become an echo chamber of everyone trying to say what they think you want to hear or experience. And definitely, if you're a salesman and you're trying to make a lot of money, you definitely want to tell people what they want to hear. But I have to remind myself that that's not what I'm doing, which is probably why I'm not very successful at it. So yeah, I got all this shit on my mind, medical stuff, death, emotions. Obviously, I mean, how are you gonna have medical stuff and death and not be emotional about it? But I would like to channel that energy towards what apparently is probably a 50-second video. And knowing me, I will probably still have some nonsense to say about the performance or whatever. But yeah, like I said, I stole your time. I think you're patient enough to listen. I think if I made a video on just me thinking about how I feel, I don't think you'd click on it. So I clickbaited you. I used the fact that you want to listen to Angelina and that you are loyal to her. I used that to steal your attention. You'll get over it. Let's go.
He knows sunshine when she's gone.
Okay, hold on. I need to also think about her actual... I need to focus on the technicality. Otherwise, I'm gonna cry.
It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. And this house just ain't no home. Anytime she.
Thank God she's making me happy. I was focusing on the words and delivery, but she did that thing, I think, with House and the Rising Sun, where her rhythm on the guitar is really not dialed in, but it doesn't matter because her vocals are so on point that it distracts you from the timing. She's playing around with her own timing against her own band, and her own band is her on the guitar. Ugh. Oh man.
Goes away.
Back up. Wait, can I actually rewind?
Wonder this time.
I guess I can't. That's Bill Withers, right?
Where she's gone. Wonder if she's gonna stay.
Wait, that's the whole thing?
Ain't no sunshine where she's gone.
Well, hell, man. I used to play the song. It's only 3 chords, but I can't remember it. Dun, dun, dun. No. Well, let's look it up. Because I'm going to tell you. I'll tell you what she's doing, but I do need to know the chords. I'm going to use the same tab that's open. Suffer with me. I don't need to do Bill Withers. Was Ain't No Sunshine. Chords. And why do I feel the constant need to apologize? If you didn't like, if you're not happy, you would have left. I shouldn't apologize. So A minor, then working up to E minor G. Da da. I mean, I guess maybe we can go back to the TikTok. So what she's doing is, other than being a fantastic singer, which you already know, is on the G to the A minor, she's really rushing those 2 chords because the real purpose to me is to temporarily take you away from A minor and get you back to A minor. So you have the A minor as the center, and then, right? So those 2 little chords, they're serving 2 functions. They're to take you away from A minor, and get you back to it. But she's rushing those 2 chords. And that's not a complaint. It's just like when you are playing music and you have the stability of that really long ringing A minor chord, that you will rush to get back to it. And part of it is kind of hanging out with that. It doesn't seem like a long time, right? It seems like no time at all. It's probably like 2 seconds, but it's not. That sounds kind of right? But if you listen to that, I'm really pushing the E minor and G to get back to the A minor. But it all should be fairly equal in duration. I mean, obviously the A minor is 2 measures and the other ones are not. Wait. Okay, you can count them as half measures. So maybe it's a half measure of E minor, half measure of G. Depends on how you count it. But I think part of the heaviness of the song is that in those 2 chords, instead of pushing, you actually stay there. It's only a half a second, but I think it makes all the difference. So let's see if I can actually play what I'm telling you. I must imagine like walking. Like I'm walking to this. But it's not. Right? It's actually like let everything have its time. Yeah, I mean, for whoever's here and you want to hear it, something that was told to me a while back. I was probably, I don't know, 30 something, maybe. That slow music really reveals the tendencies. And so to play slow music and to play to play sad music at a slow tempo, you actually have to become really in tune with yourself. Otherwise, you'll have a tendency to push things or do whatever. I think most people think that fast music is difficult, but I don't. My opinion, I don't think fast music is difficult because fast music is fast. There's an inherent energy to fast music, and as long as you play it somewhat correctly, you have the energy of the fast music, and you don't have to bare your soul. When you play sad music, hello cat, this is not about you. My semi-blind cat over here. When you play sad music, the tendency is always to speed up. Well, your tendency is probably also to speed up in fast music, but if you speed up in fast music, you probably can't play it because it's at the top of your technical game. But with slow music, your tendency is also to speed up. But I think one of the reasons is the more you speed up, the less time you have with every measure, the less time you have with every word. So when you're going to play something sad, don't rush your words. You're sad, or you're thoughtful, or you're whatever it is. And I mean, could you imagine like talking to a loved one or an old flame or whatever? If you have any specific message you wanted to give to someone that was heartfelt, could you imagine rushing your way through it? If anything, you would slow down and take more time to make sure that the person or the party really got the expression of what you're saying. I'm not going to give you examples. I was thinking of examples in my head. I was thinking about death and funerals and, bad things that happen to people. But you wouldn't, I just don't think anyone would really go to someone that they felt something for and speak very, very quickly about it. And if they did, they probably would think, I should have said it slower. This is super dumb, but since we're on the way out of here, let's do a super dumb example of this. This is the dumbest example, but it's an appropriate example. If I said right now, thank you so much, I love you for being here, I love you for taking the time to listen to me talk. All I have to do is slow down and take more time, and then there's more of me in it, and there's more opportunity for you to be in it. If I say, hey man, I appreciate your time, thank you for being here. I don't have to say more words. Like, just slow down and let more of your emotion creep into it. And I also trust people. I trust people to be able to tell the difference between real and fake. Somebody may die and you may get 1,000 condolences, but you can really tell, or at least you could feel it. Some people that mean it more than others. That's not a knock on everybody, because it's whatever. That's its own thing. Anyways, this concludes maybe the worst reaction in the world. It can't be the worst. There's too many. It can't be the worst. Might be kind of bad. Not bad for me. This is like therapy for me, but it might be the worst reaction for you. This was actually really helpful for me.